Welcome everyone to our fifth or sixth week in YouTube. Welcome to all of us and all the people that are watching our videos right now. Thank you for all of you, all the people that it's near, like watching our videos. You're very welcome here. He's Pete Klingen. I'm Sarah Gracia. We're from Tiger 29, and we basically love to educate small business owners about Google, what it's SEO, how you can implement SEO in your small business so you can make it better, improve it, and all of that. So, to the people that it's like tracking our videos right now, you probably know which is the topic about this week, and it's more Squarespace. So, basically, I bring today more questions to Pete about Squarespace and like true or false questions, so he can help us a little bit to understand like some things that we can do or improve in a Squarespace if you have one. So, how are you, Pete?
I'm very good.
Are you excited about today?
Very excited.
Awesome. So, as I explained, like the dynamic this week, we I have like five questions here of true or false for you about Squarespace. So the first question it's from a landscaper company. He said it's true or false that Squarespace websites are not good for SEO.
That is false. Squarespace websites are just fine for SEO, especially for local small businesses like a landscaper that
Mm-hmm.
wants to reach customers in his own local market. In fact, Squarespace has some advantages over platforms like WordPress or others that might seem better on the surface, but over time are going to actually create more headaches and more problems for that landscaping company. So Squarespace is just fine for a landscaper.
Awesome. And what do you think about another industries? Like it's good, is it still being good or they probably could change it?
There are some shortfalls in Squarespace that I've seen, especially for like e-commerce companies or that kind of stuff when it comes to SEO.
Mm-hmm.
Squarespace does have that functionality built in, but there might be better platforms for like an e-commerce company. But for most local businesses, most small businesses that operate, in their city and want to reach customers in their city, Squarespace will work just fine. Landscapers, lawn care companies, attorneys, eyelash,
Mm-hmm.
technicians, like just about anything local, Squarespace is just fine.
Awesome. We received another question too. It was about someone that is trying to think about writing a blog post. So the true or false question is Squarespace blog posts cannot be optimized.
That is also false. Squarespace blog posts can be optimized with a lot of the basic SEO components like titles and descriptions, and you can write your content on Squarespace just like you can on any other platform.
Mm-hmm.
There are limitations when it comes to customization within Squarespace. And so, what I would suggest maybe is that if blogging is a big part of your SEO strategy,
Mm-hmm.
that might be a situation where WordPress might make more sense. What we've seen for small local businesses, and especially on Squarespace platforms, you may not need that blogging strategy that might require a WordPress website in order to get visibility. So
Mm-hmm.
you might not even need to blog if you're that local small business if you push the other buttons and pull the other levers properly.
Got you. This is from a question from someone that is doing the Squarespace website from someone else, and they're asking, it's true or false that the Squarespace automatically optimize the images?
That is sort of true, where Squarespace is going to put some components into those images,
Mm-hmm.
so that the blank is at least filled in. Like there's a
Mm-hmm.
blank area and it's going to be filled in. Whether or not it has the right thing that's
Mm-hmm.
going to actually help Google and AI understand that small business, that's another story. And so it is a best practice to go in and modify what Squarespace would originally put in there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the best thing to do. So there is some functionality built in. However, it's good to go in and make those optimizations individually one at a time too.
Just to add something here, how you can explain to someone what is or how they can identify if an image is optimized or not.
So you go in and you basically select that image inside Squarespace, and there's going to be a spot in there for an alt tag,
Mm-hmm.
and there's going to be a spot in there for an image file name.
Okay.
And one of the great things about Squarespace is you can modify the image file name, which is an important SEO factor,
Mm-hmm.
without downloading the image, opening it up, resaving it, and then re-uploading it to Squarespace. Once
Mm-hmm.
that image is on your page, you can do those optimizations without like all that extra work. So that's another advantage for Squarespace.
Awesome. And I think that's someone that I want to add here about your explanation about the optimization of images is that because people probably just skip this part because they think that, oh, just because I upload the picture, that's enough. Or just because I take the picture from Google, so probably Google already made everything there and then I just copy it and paste it in my website.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really like that. Like if you want to have a really optimized image, it's a lot of components that people can do to help Google understand what it's about this image. Because the other day I was reading an article that it says Google cannot read images. Like
Mm-hmm.
they probably feel or they probably identify a big square and
Mm-hmm.
they say, oh, it's something there in your website, but I don't know where is it because I don't read images.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
where if you're looking at old articles about search engine optimization, you can
Mhm.
get bad information, and that would be bad information.
Mhm.
Where if that article was written 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I would have agreed at that
Mhm.
time. Today, with the advancements that they've made at Google with the algorithm and now with AI,
Mhm.
they've gotten much better at understanding images, not just alt text, not just file name,
Mhm.
the metadata that's actually within that image.
Mhm.
Google and AI can read now. And then also AI can sort of visually see what's in the image. And there's a whole bunch of tools out there
Mhm.
where you can say, like, here's the image. What do you see, Google? And it'll tell you, hey, here's a furnace repairman,
Mhm.
or here's a dog walker, or here's a landscaping company, those types of things.
Mhm.
Google can pick that up now. And so when Google sees the image
Mhm.
and sees a retaining wall, and the file name says retaining wall, and the
Mhm.
alt text says retaining wall, and the metadata inside that image says retaining wall, they're pretty confident that that's an image of a retaining wall, and
Mhm.
that the page that that picture is on would be a good result,
Mhm.
searching for someone who wants to build a retaining wall in Minneapolis or Los Angeles or Houston or wherever that business is located. So there's a ton you can do with images that can
Mhm.
be a differentiator with the algorithm and with AI.
Yeah, and I think that we open right now another like topic that we probably need to talk about like more in the future
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, I think that it's a big world behind images and icons and videos and all of
Mm-hmm.
that we probably need to talk in the future.
And I think it's worth mentioning that, like, when we talk about images, and
Mhm.
even if you do all those things right, that's not the silver bullet. That's
Mhm.
one piece of your website. The content is a piece, the internal links are a piece, your external links are a piece. You want all of those things to be in alignment and speaking with the same voice
Mhm.
to promote your brand over other brands in your market. And that's when the magic starts to happen and you get that visibility and the phone starts to ring.
Yeah, totally agree. So my next question it's true or false that local business schema cannot be added to my Squarespace website.
That is false. You can also add local schema to your Squarespace website. And this is a little bit technical,
Mm-hmm.
but Squarespace actually builds in local schema to your website by default. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a spot in the back end, you put in your business address,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to build that into some basic local schema. If you want to get more advanced, there's ways to actually customize and modify code on the page within
Mm-hmm.
Squarespace. And so if you want to, you can go page by page by page and add schema markup to your website so that Google AI and all the machine learning stuff, they can understand what those pages are about a little bit better and a little bit faster.
Thank you. Thank you for your explanation. And just to conclude the video and give a close, I keep the best probably question and probably the most important for small business owners, and it's Squarespace websites do not generate leads better than WordPress.
So, as far as I'm concerned,
Mm-hmm.
the website platform isn't what generates leads.
Mm-hmm.
What generates leads is, can you get visibility on organic search and on the AI systems like ChatGPT and Gemini and that stuff? So,
Mm-hmm.
you have to get visibility
Mm-hmm.
to get visitors to your website. Then once the visitors get to your website, the website needs to be built in a way that converts. And so really what you have to do is you have to build your website for Google and AI
Mm-hmm.
so that they show you to the real users. And then when the real users come through to your website, they see a phone number prominently displayed. They see that your services match up with what they need. They
Mm-hmm.
see some FAQs on the page that so that they understand like, oh, this is actually a good retaining wall company or a good landscaping company. When all of those things are in alignment,
Mm-hmm.
the conversion rate improves and you get more leads. And so that's platform agnostic. It doesn't matter if you have a WordPress website or a Squarespace website or a Wix website. Those components are the same
Mm-hmm.
regardless, and you need to be conscious of them all. We love Squarespace because it's so easy to use. And if one of those components is missing, it's very easy to add. And
Mm-hmm.
so, even for a small business owner that's not very technologically advanced, they're not a coder, that kind of stuff, they can go into Squarespace and make changes really easily. And
Mm-hmm.
if they don't know how, a really great way to get started is we do these SEO power hours, and
Mm-hmm.
we love doing those for Squarespace sites, because it's a chance for us to show that small business owner, here's some really simple things that you can do to improve your visibility, to improve your lead flow. You can do them yourself, or
Mm-hmm.
and we just showed you how to do them, or you can hire us and we'll do them for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Pete. And just to conclude this video, no, it's not necessarily that you have a WordPress or Wix or Squarespace. Like, it's more important, like, the way that people handle the content inside. It doesn't matter which kind of platform they use, it's more important this part. But yes, we give them really good information about Squarespace, how they can use it, how they can improve it, and why we love them, of course. So thank you everyone to stay in the video to see all of these true or false questions that Pete helped us to answer. We recommend you to follow us in YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, TikTok, and now we're in Pinterest too. If we if you wanna go there and see all the graphics that we design every day. We're grateful to all of you to follow us and leave us a like or comment if you like this video. Do you want to say something else?
Real SEO.
And real results. Bye.
See you.